All right, all right, all right. Wonderful. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our queens and kings in the house and those that are also on the varied YouTube platform. Really appreciate, really appreciate. Thank you all for joining us this wonderful Thursday as we are wrapping up this week once again, as we are in the second to last month in the year 2025, and it's so good to be alive. And so we are going to get right into our program, and therefore we are going to call on Queen Lirata Shadari with her wonderful theme song that she has gifted us. And we really appreciate Queen Lirata Shadari singing, international singing, recording, music, singing artist. And we thank her very much for all that she has done, especially for Deep Dive. Really appreciate, really appreciate. And so moving right along, we are going to be playing In It to Win It. And yes, you have to be in it to win it, whatever it is, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, anything you're getting involved in or considering, you have to be in it to win it. So, Loretta Shadari, go ahead.
We are here, shining bright into the future. We rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars.
closing doors, please.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Loretta Shadari. Really appreciate, really appreciate. Thank you very much. And as we shift into gear, we are going to be favored with a wonderful presenter, um, wonderful young lady. Although she's a grandmother of nine, don't know how she do that. That maybe I need to ask her personally. And also she's an inspirational speaker, an entrepreneur, long before on passive, a talk show host, and she'll be bringing us the mindset, the dangers of eating fish, the dangers of eating fish. Over to you, Queen Jacqueline Warner.
Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. And it's a pleasure for me being here. Oh, what an amazing day. What a beautiful day. Like Dr. Derrick just stated, we're going to be closing out on this awesome year. No matter the obstacles, no matter the circumstances, we got to be so grateful to God that we are making it through. We are grateful for his grace and his mercy and his goodness, of course. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you for this amazing platform, Dr. Derrick. We so appreciate you for all that you do for each and every one of us. I want to thank the founders, the brand ambassadors, of this amazing platform and amazing company, amazing journey. I want to welcome each and every one of you also, and just hang in there and trust the process, like our great CEO always say. Trust the process and be patient, because patience is a virtue. And I just want to thank the other leaders for all that they do continuously, faithfully. So we give them the kudos for the great things that they do for the deep dive and for the brand ambassadors as a whole. Yes, tonight is about the dangers of eating fish, just when we thought we were safe, right? I'm a fish eater, and I love my fish. I love going to the fish market on early Saturday mornings and getting my fish straight off the boat as the fisherman comes in. And I knew a little bit, but I this time I got, like you said, a personal awakening. And it's an awakening for all of us, especially those of us that eat fish. Like I said, I grew up, I used to see my grandmother go to the wharf or the port, or they used to call it the wharf back then. And as the fishermen come in, she would get her fish and we will take them home and we will clean them and freeze them. And maybe back then, you know what? The fish was good. But today, with all what's going on, the pollution, the dumping of toxics in our ocean, because nobody is watching and nobody can say, hey, stop doing that. That is bad. Nobody is there to see. All those big companies, especially those that in charge of all sort of chemicals, and they do the dumping in the oceans. And our fish, they don't know better. We are the ones with the common sense and all the knowledge that God had blessed us with, or entrusted us with, a matter of fact. He didn't have to. So I grew up believing that fish was one of the healthiest foods we could eat. High in protein, good fats, and part of a balanced life. But the more I learned, the more I realized that was what once nourished humanity is now becoming a silent threat to our health. So tonight, I just want to talk to you from my heart about the dangers of eating fish today and why the oceans that once sustained us are now reflecting our collective pollution, greed, and disregard for nature's order. There are three major dangers we need to actually look at or be aware of. And maybe some of you might know of them already, but it doesn't hurt for us to go over them again. There are three major dangers we need to understand. Mercury, for one, definitely. Mercury contamination, genetically modified salmon, and radioactive polluted waters. You see what we're up against? Just when we thought it was the safest thing to eat. And beyond that, the visible signs that something is deeply wrong. Don't forget about the parasites found in the mouths of fish and the eerie red eyes that fishermen are now seeing. And I know not when I go to the fish market in St. Martin, but when I go to the fish market here in America, I even went to one there when I was in Texas. I actually went out to the coast to buy the fish. And when we first went, me and my daughter, we stepped in there, and the fish looked so beautiful. The eyes had the yellow in it and in black. And I said, let's go have, my daughter said, well, let's have something to eat. Let's go test it out, and then we'll come back and buy. So we went and we ate. We really enjoyed what we ate. And we figured, let's get back to the fish market. But unfortunately, when we get back, all the pretty ones were gone. And all was left was these red eye fish. Now, when we get a red eye and we can't even go to work, they say we will contaminate or infect the staff. So we have to go to the physician and get a prescription, get that eye clear up before we can even return to work. So what do you think about a fish? That's a sign that something is wrong. But sometimes we pay no attention, and because the fisherman himself or the one that's selling the fish is not really showing no concern about the red eye, because it's there, that means it's good. Purchase it already. Come on. But because I don't like anything that has a bruise or a mark or whatever, it will stay there. I won't buy it. I won't buy a fish with red eye. Now, I don't recommend anyone to buy a fish with red eye. Something is wrong. So we're going to talk about the mercury. That's the first contamination, the invisible poison, because you can't see it. You ever remember the old thermometer, the old time fashioned one with the glass one that shows you the mercury inside? Just imagine dropping that. They have to call the hazard technicians in to get that. You can't even touch it yourself. That's how dangerous mercury is. So our oceans are no longer pure. Just get that in our head. They are no longer pure. The coal burning industries, the mining, and the industrial waste have released tons of mercury into the air, and it settles into our waters because whatever goes up must come down. So once the mercury enters the ocean, it transforms into methyl mercury. It's a neurotoxin that builds up in fish tissues, especially in large fish like tuna, swordfish, mackerel, and even some salmon. So when we eat these fish, that toxin enters our own bodies, where it attacks the brain, the nervous system, and unborn children. Sometimes a lot of people, they're healthy, husband and wives, they have children, and then you have a child with some deformed or mental or challenging issues that they are born with, and you want to know where they come from. It make the parents question themselves. Did they eat the right thing? Did they do the right thing? What did they do? And then they have to take care of this child for the rest of their lives, never really developing to become a normal adult or living a normal life. Okay, pregnant women in particular are warned, but the truth is none of us are immune. Mercury doesn't just pass through, it accumulates slowly and silently. So while we might say, oh, I only eat fish once in a while, those small choices add up like drops in a poison ocean. So, sometimes we say, yeah, I don't do it that much, once in a blue moon. No, we do it a lot, more than we think. And then we don't know the dangers of it because it tastes good, it looks good. Number two is genetically modified salmon. Salmon is number one because people feel, well, it's healthy and they can get it to the color they want, not knowing it is actually genetically modified to get it to those different colors. That's not the true salmon. Playing God with nature. That's what they're doing. Genetically modified food is playing God with nature. And that's what God made everything good. Man turns it, because of greed, to something bad. So let's talk about genetically engineered salmon, also known as the frankenfish. This is a salmon that has been modified in a lab, okay? In a lab, not in the ocean, but in the lab, given genes from other fish to make it grow twice as fast. But this is in progress. It is tampering with creation, would you not say? These are, I would say, they are Frankensteins. Today's Frankensteins. Remember, we used to look at Frankenstein back in the day, but we still have them today. And these fish are bred in tanks, fed with unnatural diets. And if they ever escape into the wild, they can threaten natural salmon population by interbreeding or out competing them for food. So they end up eating the natural salmon. And when you're thinking you're getting a fresh from the ocean, or how they say, caught in the wild, no, it's no longer that. It's not real anymore. And we, the consumers, are rarely told whether the salmon we buy is genetically modified. Labeling is often unclear or absent. When I go to the fish market, I always look for, is it caught in the wild or farm raised? The signs should be there for you to make a better educated choice, But sometimes there's no signs. And then when you ask, it seems like you're asking something that is abnormal or strange. They look at you weird. Even in restaurants, they tend to, like, if you said, well, what is caught wild here? And then they can't answer. They have to run around to go ask the manager. And when you see that kind of reaction or response, you know already there's nothing caught wild there. We don't ask questions. We got to ask questions. We don't. So we are eating something that is man-made, and long-term health effects are still unknown because nobody is investigating in that. My pockets are filled. Why do I have to worry about if they get ulcers, or if they get their system is poisoned? We don't care about that. My family is not eating it. Why I gotta worry about them? Let them kill themselves. Oh, enough. They figured that would be a great way of cleaning the earth. So as the scripture says, Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And that's in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. So when we alter nature for profit, we reap confusion, we reap sickness, and most of all, we reap imbalance. Next is radioactive and polluted waters. We have a great idea that the water is polluted. I mean, we don't have to guess about it. All the plastic that is gone into the ocean and break up into small pieces. That's what it deteriorates and become little pieces of plastic. And the fish eats it because it thinks it's food. And it's not. They can't tell the difference. So then there's danger that began quietly in the Pacific Ocean after the Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan. Since 2011, radioactive water has leaked continuously into the Pacific, and those waters circulate across the entire ocean. So we can't say it's safe over there and it's not safe there. We can't. Waters run. The fish that swim there, they absorb the radiation through their gills and the food they eat. Scientists have detected that radioactive cesium in tuna and other species that migrate far from Japan's coast. This contamination doesn't just disappear. It don't. It travels through the food chain and onto our dinner plates, looking yummy. Oh, I can't wait to eat that. It tastes and looks so good. Oh my gosh. We are living in a time when eating from the sea may literally mean consuming radiation, something our ancestors could never had imagined. We seem like I'm stuck, but I must keep on. I think it's going. Hopefully, I'm stuck for real. Okay. We're frozen. Nothing is moving. We're frozen. I'm frozen. Don't know why.
Are we still hearing you though?
Oh, you can still hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So parasites and red eye fish. Okay, signs in the flesh. Now let's look at what fishermen are seeing firsthand. Many are pulling up fish with worms and parasite visible in their mouths and flesh. Okay, something once rare, now disturbingly common. These parasites can cause infection and allergic reaction in humans, even after cooking. So don't think because we cook something that is going to be okay, because it's not. I'm still frozen. I don't know why. I don't ever have to go leave and come back.
Internet.
Oh,
But we can hear you.
okay. I can see you. Okay, we're starting to move now. All right. You just got to be patient, huh? So then we have, you would think, well, maybe in the Caribbean, it will be much safer. So we'll say, is the Caribbean fish safer than the Pacific fish? I don't think so. I don't think so. So many people ask, well, what about fish from the Caribbean? Are they safer? And the Caribbean waters are, in general, less affected by the radioactive fallout than the Pacific, yes. But no ocean is isolated. Pollution, plastic, and mercury are global. They are all over the world. Okay, they're carried by ocean currents, rainfall, and trade winds. Look at that hurricane that they had. Whatever was there went to another place. When I have hurricane in St. Martin, I'll be like, where does these strange plants come from? Or all these different objects you see, because the water brings it. Okay. So that doesn't mean that the Caribbean water is any safer than the Pacific. Even in the Caribbean, local fish may still contain mercury or industrial pollutants from distant nations. Okay. It travels. So while it may be slightly safer, it is not safe. In conclusion, just a time to reconsider. The ocean is crying out. It's no longer the pristine source of life it once was. So we must face the truth. We have to. It is not safe to eat fish anymore. Not in the way it once was. We can choose plant-based sources of omega-3s or algae oils, the original source of those healthy fats are known for. So we can heal our bodies and also help heal the planet by stepping away from the cycle of contamination. So I thank you so much for your listening here. Um, you know, Fish is just not what we think it is anymore. And tonight we learned that it's not. So I thank you and I appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of the webinar.
All right, all right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner.
Thank
Really
you. Thank you.
appreciate. Thank you very much. That was awesome. And of course, um, a lot of persons, say that they must die some way. So, hey, what the heck? Just roll the show, roll the dice, and continue. You
Yep.
understand? Roll the show, you know. Um, but some people might ask, what would be what would you say about all of those fishes that is in tin, like sardine and those things? They don't have no eye for you to see that they're red eye. There's no
Don't
eye,
make me
and,
laugh.
and
Don't
them
make
cut
me
off
laugh,
the head,
Dr. Derek.
they cut off the head and stuff them in a tin
I know.
and all of that. So,
Well, it's
talk it
going
up on that.
to. Well, the best I can say, like they said, it's not safe anymore. So it doesn't matter if it's sardine or smoke herring, because people love smoke herring and all codfish. You know what I mean? It just makes it more difficult for us. It lessen our choices of the things, the meat for people who love to have a little flesh. I think it just makes it harder until unless man ban, like they're banning, I know countries now are banning cigarettes smoking in their countries. And so sometimes it takes something drastic for people to really take heed. But if you take heed now, you're benefiting you're helping your life. You're help you to have longevity and a healthy life, to enjoy all the good things that God has offered us on this planet Earth. Besides all the ugliness that's going on, there is beauty within this earth and a life worth living. So it's your choice.
Okay, definitely. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome, sir.
really appreciate. All right. So any questions, any comment, anyone on the platform? Anyone on the platform? Let me look if there's anything on the anyone, any question? Yes, the raise hand is there. So just raise your hand if there's any action plan that you need. Raise your hand. Anyone?
No, I don't see no raised hands. I think everybody is good.
Hello, Mr. Derek.
Maybe. Wow.
How do you raise your hand? Because it looks like
The reason
I
is at the
can't.
top. It's at the top
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle beside view. Okay. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. So, uh, right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mabel. Queen Mabel, go ahead. All right. Queen Mabel, go ahead. You have to unmute. The microphone is to the left of the raised hand.
Yeah, I got it.
All
Sorry,
right.
I was talking. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone, wherever you are.
Mm.
Yeah, so my question is, so what are we eating now? Because it looks like every food that we eat is bad because of the pollution and all kind of stuff that is going on. So what is good for us to eat?
Well, I know it's very difficult, but man has made it that way. God didn't make it that way. God
Yeah.
make everything good for us to eat. Unfortunately, because of man greed,
Mhm.
this is what we have to face. But God said in His Word, just stating that the meat is your fruits and vegetables and your green leaves. Those are the healthiest things you can eat if you know the source where you're getting them from. I mean, if
Mhm.
you sometimes it have people in the communities that are doing some farming themselves and they tend to share. You have to do some research, find out who is doing what. You can ask Chat GPT. It will lead you immediately to where you
Mm,
need to go, and you can find the right things to eat. You now it's time we have to do the research just to save
mm,
ourselves from the wickedness that's going on.
wow. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you
Queen
so
Mabel.
much.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Mabel.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
you just have to look around.
Mm,
Um, access those things that are in your immediate neighborhood. You will have farm, but you see, most people are lazy. So they just want to go right at the supermarket just next door. Instead of driving maybe um, you know, 10 minutes to go to a farmer in your area. It's best to just go down those 2 blocks and you reach to the supermarket or to the market right there. So and and so it's a decision that really and truly you have to make. It's just a decision. All right.
okay. All
So you just
right.
have to make the decision if you want to make the decision. That's all.
Mm.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Derek.
Wonderful, wonderful. I've been living this way from 1998 until now. I don't eat no flesh, no flesh, right? Um, you know, and I find ways. I love ackee and saltfish. I love ackee and saltfish. But I use cucumber,
Mm-hmm.
right? I use cucumber. I dice up, cut up my cucumber, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I fry it down. Put
Mm-hmm.
some pink Himalayan salt on it. Fry it down with my onion and me, just like I do in ackee and saltfish. Fry it down, with
Mm-hmm.
with the same things them,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you have to put salt in there, pink Himalayan salt, right? And stir it up with my ackee. And I tell you, you never miss it.
Yeah.
You don't miss it. It's nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Ackee and cucumber. All
Okay.
right. So you just find ways. You find ways. But
Okay.
people run into 4 jobs. You can't cook.
That's the thing.
If you have 4 jobs, how you going to cook?
Sometimes it's not 4 jobs, it's one job, but it take your whole day. Like the one job take your whole day. Trust
Well,
me.
you're right.
Indeed.
'Cause I hear people work for 12 hours.
Oh Lord.
Well, if you work for 12
Mhm.
hours, that don't make no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
12 hours. And then sometimes
Mhm.
the person don't relieve you on time. So you're
Mm.
there for 13, 14, 15 hours.
Mhm.
Burning the
You
candle
understand?
on both ends.
So you
And,
are on
and,
a
and
job.
sometimes it's not the people that they want to do that much, but sometimes it's your company too. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you know what time to go in, but you don't know what time
What
to
time you gonna leave?
you're gonna leave. You're not gonna leave until the work is done.
Is
Mm.
modern day slavery. Modern.
Yeah, it is.
Satan make it look real
I
nice.
know, right? So you can't do nothing. It's like you go to work, come home,
It's a
sleep,
shame.
get up and go. Like you don't have life.
Yeah.
Well, that is your choice, Queen Mabel. That's your choice.
Yeah.
Everything in life is a choice. It's
Hmm.
never a have to. It's all a choice.
Yeah.
You have to make the choice. Okay?
Yeah, I
You
know.
have to make the choice.
Mhm.
All
I know.
right?
Don't
That's
worry.
how it works.
Victory with Ash will help you.
I know, right? Because sometimes it's choice, but sometimes you don't have that choice. You don't
I
have
know.
it.
Yes,
You
you
can't
have
make
the
it
choice.
happen.
Queen Mabel,
Yes, Dr.
you
Derek.
have you have the choice. There are consequences to your choice, but you have the choice.
Mm,
There are consequences, but you have the choice.
choice. That's the
Just like
thing.
how you have some people sit down and don't do nothing,
Hmm.
and then they get evicted and they're living on the road.
Hmm. Yeah.
But that's their choice.
Hmm.
Also,
Yeah. Everything is about
everything is a
choices.
choice. Everything we do, there's a
Mm,
choice,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everything, there's a choice.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yes, Dr.
All
Derek.
right. Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're
Beautiful. Let's
welcome.
take care. All right. Thank you very much, Queen Mabel. Really appreciate. Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other person, anybody else, anyone else want to make a comment or divulge anything? Anyone? All right. Wonderful. Okay. That's nice. So we're going to slip in another gear and so we're just going to say one thing, and then we're going to disconnect from the social media platforms that we are on, and then we can get into a discussion here. All right. But I'm going to say one thing that I think I can say on our varied social media platform, because a lot of people is posting. A lot of people is posting, especially in WhatsApp. A lot of people is posting wrong.
Hmm.
information, wrong, wrong, wrong information, and and saying that you get it from leader. There is no leader to get information from apart from Ash Mufari. Let me say that again, because obviously we are not in proper guidance.
Yeah, somebody said that.
The only person to get information from as it relates to on passive and victory with Ash is only Ash Mufari. Only. Nobody else. All right. So stop posting things and saying that you get it from leader. All right. Stop. Let us stop. All right. Please. All right. I think I can say that on the social media platform. All right. So right now, unfortunately for persons on the varied YouTube platform, we're going to have to say so long, because what little discussion we might have is it's very, very proprietary. So if you are uh, already on passive, then please jump over into the meeting platform. All right. Okay. All right. Take care. Thank you very much, persons on YouTube, the very YouTube platform. We appreciate
Excuse
you.
you. You want me to do the closing thoughts before you close out?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Um, thank you very much, those persons on YouTube. Really appreciate it. And before we close the curtains down, we just want to ask Queen Jacqueline Warner to give the closing thoughts.
Yes, thank you so much again, and I really appreciate all our viewers and our founders here on Deep Dive platform for their listening ear, and hope this topic can bring some awakening to each and every one of us. So my closing thoughts is a biblical reflection. The Bible tells us in Hosea 4, chapter 4, verse 3, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of the heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. So we are living in that prophecy. The fish of the sea are
Mm,
dying, and those
mm.
that remain are no longer clean for our nourishment. It is time to listen to wisdom, to nature, and to spirit, and make choices that honor life, not harm it. Let us protect our bodies, respect creation, and remember when God created the seas, he called them good, but he also made us the stewards of them. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the webinar.
All right, wonderful. So take care. Um, Bye for now on the YouTube platforms. Really appreciate. Remember tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the Yvonne Duo with One Global Movement will definitely be on. Also on Sunday, it is Dream Team at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we start the week over with Mindset Monday and Deep Dive on Tuesday and Thursday. And Tuesday morning, it will be One Global Move. Well, no, those are every weekday. It will be Oh Passion, sorry, Singapore, Malaysia. All right, so take care, YouTubers and YouTube persons on YouTube. Take care, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of the week.